In this video, I'm going to show you how we build a client acquisition machine from a single piece of content. From the messaging to the funnel to the retargeting ads, and how you can reverse engineer this process to consistently book qualified calls even if you have a small audience. So here's what I see all the time. Content isn't just for likes, it's a leverage asset, right? And I see most coaches treat content like a throwaway post, not a sales asset. The reason most coaches struggle to get clients on Instagram is because they treat content like a random act of marketing. So let me give you an example. This guy, Kristen, he just has about 2,842 followers on Instagram, but yet he's pulling in 10 high ticket clients every single month, right? Even by just having 2,000 followers, that's it, right? But if I give another example, this guy right here, hot toy shop, they have 10k followers, but they are not bringing nearly as much of leads as Kristen does with just 2,000 followers. And that's the difference between using Instagram as a sales asset and just a random act of marketing. What we do at Strive Labs is different. We engineer content as a starting point for a full-blown sales engine. Your Instagram reel is the hook, your caption is the positioning, and the comments and DMs is the pipeline. And everything else, the automation, the lead magnets, the retargeting ad, it builds off of that. Now let me show you exactly how we do this for our clients. This is what we do for them, right? If you have 4 stages, you have your reel, which is this, and then comes to leads, and then calls, and then finally sales. And if you do all of this right, then this process is where you get 10, 20 leads coming to you every single month, hoping to work with you. So let's break this one by one. This funnel right here has generated one of our clients $50,000 in just 60 days of working with us. Why? Because it works. Because again, he didn't use his Instagram as another random act of marketing. He used it as a sales asset. So let me break this down one by one. I'm going to use one of our old clients as an example. Okay, it starts with the reel. Okay, and these reels aren't just motivational or trends. They are authority content with a clear purpose to attract the right people in and to filter the wrong ones out. So the content always starts with the hook, right? And this is the hook, this right here. When someone watches his videos, they know exactly what it's going to be about and why they should listen to him, right? So this is the hook. It always starts with the hook. That's how you attract people. That's how you catch people to watch what you're doing. So in every video, we have 3 layers. We have the hook, the value, and the CTA. And these 3 aspects of the video play a separate part in order to make sure that whoever's watching, they understand clearly who you are and what you do. So hook starts with either what you're doing in the video or either something to capture someone's attention. If it's not serving these 2 purposes, then your hook is probably off, right? So for example, let's say if I'm doing a video like this, I can say struggling to book clients. That's it. It's just 4 words and you really caught someone's attention because they know if I'm someone struggling to book clients, this guy probably has the answer for me, right? So this is what you want to do. Next is the value. You can share some value and establish your expertise, right? If you know something and you feel like, okay, this is something that I can teach someone or something valuable for me, for someone to learn, right? Then share that. For me, again, I'm using my example is I can say something like most coaches don't need more content. They need better systems, right? And so this relates to my hook, right? If you're struggling to book clients, right? What your problem or your solution would be is you need better systems, right? And this is what value is the hook is when you tell someone you have a problem, the value is how you fix the problem. It's simple as that. And that's what creates you an authority, right? Is this guy has a problem, I'm fixing his problem. And then lastly is your CTA. A lot of coaches and consultants who work with me at the start, they don't utilize the CTA. So what you can do is you can direct them to DM you a specific word. Okay, you can, for example, you can say, DM me the word systems and I will send you a free breakdown. What the person gets value, right? And you are exchanging value for them to message you, right? So another example is if you want me to fix this in your business, DM me the word systems, right? It's simple as that, but it works, right? You're exchanging value with them messaging you. And here's the key: the reels that you want to post have to be intentional. and crafted to start conversations, right? Not just go viral. You want people to start conversations. You want people to DM you. You want people to comment in your comment sections, right? You want to start conversations with your reels. You don't want people to just watch it and then just bypass and go past that reel, right? You want to start conversations, and that's what making content intentionally does, right? So speaking of DM funnels, right? Next we have our DM funnel, okay? And like I said, we turn comments into conversations, and this is what you want to do. You don't want to just post for the sake of posting. You want to turn comments into conversations. You want to have conversations with your clients, right? Or your potential clients or your potential leads. So once they DM you the word, for example, again, systems, it triggers a semi-automated funnel. So what can you use to create this automation? You can use tools like ManyChat, Mobile Monkey, Chat Fuel, or Go High Level. I personally, and a lot of people that we work with, they use ManyChat. It's the most reliable automation tool, and it's the most popular. It's also IG approved, so you're going to get the best bang out of the tool, right? So the automated system goes something like this, right? Once they DM us the word system, it gets triggered, right? And then it goes by step 1, 2, and 3, right? So first step is we ask them one qualifying question, right? So for example, let's say I'm using my example. When we work with coaches and consultants, right? We ask them what type of coaching do they offer, right? This already qualifies them. If let's say if I'm only working with fitness coaches and they say I'm a business coach or I'm a business consultant, then we know already that they are not the type of leads that we want. And this is how you qualify your leads. So step 2 is if we want to work with that person, right? Then we send them a custom voice note or a script. And based on our analytics, we've seen more engagement with the voice notes. Why? Because voice notes make the whole entire process more humanized, right? You don't feel like you're talking to a business. You don't feel like you're talking to a robot, okay? You are talking to it feels like you're talking to a human, right? And that's what you want. And then after we have that conversation with them, after we qualify them, so we share a link to our calendar. And this is how we bring them to the next stage, right? After they clicked on the link, they land on a pre-call funnel page that repositions our client as an authority, give context to what they can expect from the call, and we also have a short video to pre-sell them. So let me give an example, right? This is our own landing page. So top here we have coaches for coaches, consultants, and solo entrepreneurs. This is already, so the moment you go here, you are already either a coach, a consultant, or a solo entrepreneur. And then we have our headline here, right? So they know exactly that we help coaches, help coaches, consultants. We help coaches, consultants at 10 to 50K a month, okay? And this is basically a bit of how we do this, right? And from here they can click on this and they can get our lead magnet, which also gives us their email address to nurture them. But that's a whole other separate thing, right? So this is what they can predict to get from our lead magnet, right? And then again, it's also another thing. The reason why you are not doing 8,000 ringgit in monthly income right now, and how to get that ASAP. And this is also our VSL, which again, like how I said, is a short pre-sale call to make sure that they are qualified and they know what to expect from our sales call. All right, and then lastly is we have retargeting ads, right? Example of retargeting ads is we put testimonials or reels or direct CTAs in our ads. And so who do we retarget this to? We retarget this to people who have watched 50% of our reel or visited our funnel page. We hit them again, right? Because sometimes people are not really sure at that moment if they should probably proceed with us or probably proceed with our clients. So this is where we hit them back with our testimonials or reels or direct CTAs to make sure that we utilize their attention as much as we can, right? So again, like how I said, we do client testimonials, we do reels with social proof, right? So they know that we are the real deal here. And then we also have a direct CTA to book our call, because sometimes people, they watch our content and they probably watch 50% of our content, or they've been to our reel of our funnel page, right? But it takes maybe a bit more. Maybe they're already like 70% the way in, right? It takes a bit more, maybe 30% more for them to lock in and to actually work with us. So maybe sometimes you need social proof, right? Okay, this guy actually knows what he's talking about, because all this proof that he has. Or maybe someone who doesn't know, okay, if I want to work with this guy, what do I do? So this is where we direct them to a CTA to book a call with us. So they know, okay, if I want to work with this guy, I know, okay, I just need to click this button and I can work with him, right? Maybe previously he didn't know, right? Also client testimonials. People see, they say, okay, maybe if it works for this guy, it can work for me, right? Your content and everything else that we spoke about previously, they can capture the lead by 70%. But maybe you need the extra 30%, the extra 30% push, which is your retargeting ads, to lock in and to make sure that they work with you. Because like I said, you're not just posting and praying, you're building omnipresence. So do you notice what happens here? It all starts from one reel, right? It all starts from one reel, right? One piece of content, right? A DM funnel, a trust building pre-call system, and then retargeting ads, and then boom, you get sales, you get booked sales calls. And this is how you turn content into cash flow. So if there's anything that I want you to take away from this video, is this is our C.A.S.H method, right? Content is not about volume, it's about intentionality. Before you post, ask yourself these questions. What's the CTA funnel behind this post? How will this turn viewers into conversations? And what automation or system can capture and convert that attention, right? Ask yourself these questions. And here is a four-step system that we use. We call it the C.A.S.H method. It starts with C for content with CTA, right? A for automated DMs, S for systemized funnels, and H for hyper-targeted retargeting, right? And if you have all four of these, then turning your viewers into a cash flow business is going to be much more easier. And this is how you turn attention into appointments. Simple as that. And guess what? It even works if you just have 2,000 followers. So if you're a coach or consultant and you are done posting for cloud or for just being viral and you're ready to build an actual client getting ecosystem, then DM me the word systems. I know, shocker, right? DM me the word systems and I will send you a free training showing you exactly how we build these funnels for our clients. Or if you're ready to go deeper, then you can book a free strategy call down below. Again, DM me the word systems on Instagram or book a free strategy call. The link is in the description down below, right? Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this helps a bit, and I hope that now you stop posting aimlessly and start building with intention, right? Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.